Hey guys, Jamstrap here. Welcome back to another video. And in this one I'm going to be going over the top 10 most random miniatures I really want for absolutely no reason. I don't have an army for them. I don't have any reason I want them apart from they just look cool and I want to paint them. Now some of these are out of production and I'll probably never get my hands on them, so that's a bit unfortunate. Others might just be too expensive. And like this guy you can see right here, perfectly obtainable, and I probably will get it for no reason at all. So yeah, let's get cracking and looking at the Exalted Hero of Chaos. This guy's name is slipping my mind right now. I know in old Warhammer this was a named character. Pretty sure he's in Total War Warhammer now as well. But as of right now he's just a normal Exalted Hero. There's quite a few reasons why I want this dude. For one, I think it'd be pretty sweet to kid bash into like a 40k Chaos Lord, but unfortunately he's actually a bit old. I think this is a resin kit, so don't know if it would really hold up with the army I've got right now, but mainly it's just for painting. It's just got a lot of crazy details. It's just like a very striking model, and it's just one of those ones I'll add to my collection as a display piece, even though I can't paint anywhere near to display level. I mean, just look at this guy's shield. I mean, that's pretty gross, but I'd really want to paint that up. You know, you got the standard shield with some like gross skin hanging off of it. You got these different like some furs and scales. You got a hand and tooth and loads of different skulls from different races and animals. And I just realized he's got a corn symbol in it. I didn't know he was dedicated to corn, unless that beast was and you just chopped his head off. Yeah, not too much I can say on this one, to be honest, apart from it's just a very characterful chaos dude and it looks like a lot of fun to paint. Alright, sticking to the kind of chaosy line, and by the way these are not in any particular order. There's one I might leave towards the end, which is the one I've been wanting for years that's out of production, and yeah. But yeah, straight to the Chaos War Shrine, and this thing has been on my radar for years now. I'll probably never get it, mainly because my wife actually has it and she's going to be painting it up, which I'm super jealous about. But there's just something about this thing. I always thought like if I had a Chaos Army I'd definitely have one of these, just for like the kind of aesthetic and silhouette of it just really different to the rest of the army. I mean, you got this, obviously you got this big shrine, war shrine, which has a lot of details. I know the middle bit can be some different stuff, and you got this dude here. That's all cool on its own. That's an awesome model just right there. But then you've got these guys carrying it. I don't even know what they are, like some weird mutated trolls. I mean, that's just what sells it to me. And like I said, this part is awesome on its own, but the fact that it's carried by these awesome looking dudes right here, that makes me love this model. Seriously, it's like absolutely amazing. I just want to paint these bad boys up. I mean, that guy's got 3 legs. This guy's got 4 arms and 3 heads. Yeah, I don't know what these guys are. I need to probably check that out. I mean, this guy's got like a tentacle growing out of his arm there. I mean, they must be pretty strong. But I mean, even if you're not really into chaos, you cannot deny that that's just a really unique and awesome model. Like I said, I'll probably never get it, and I'll never have a reason to use it, but it's just a really unique, awesome display kind of unit right there. And I know it's got quite a lot of different build options as well. So yeah, look at that dude, even he looks cool on his own. Anyway, I'll hop over this one before I just continue gushing, because I truly, really dig this model. And I think there's a bit of a running theme here, because apparently most of the ones I like have something to do with chaos. And as you can see, it's the Chaos War Mammoth, I think it's called. But I couldn't find any decent like official pictures of it, so I just found this online just to show you guys what I'm talking about. And yeah, I've always loved this model. I know it's a bit like static and stuff at this point, but obviously it's out of production, and it's just, I don't know what else to say apart from it's just cool. It was a giant fluffy mammoth with thick armor plating. I love this like kind of like a rampart kind of thing going on. The dude just chilling there, and even the tusks here are like engraved with skulls and shit. Very intimidating, looks awesome to paint, and that would stand out in anybody's collection. I'd love to get my hands on that. Unfortunately, out of production, hard to find, never gonna happen. Now we're getting into some more Forge Worldy kind of stuff, and yeah, we've got the Allkill Burster / Kill Blaster tank. And once again, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can tell why I'd want this. I mean, who wouldn't want this if you're a fan of orcs? I do have an orc force that I've been slowly building up, and the reason why I would never get this model is because of the price. Unfortunately for me, that's a little bit too much for one model. At least for right now. Maybe one day when I'm somehow loaded and I can afford that, that'd be a dream. But yeah, let's have a look at him. I mean, just look at that. If that isn't the epitome of all things Allkill, I don't know what is. So ramshackle and broken and rusty. I mean, it just looks like it shouldn't work, but it should at the same time. I don't even know if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is just beautiful. Absolutely love all the detail. I think it would be amazing to paint. I know they've obviously gone for a bit more of like a realistic thing like Forge will tend to do normally. So they've gone for like lots of dark rust and stuff like that. But if you want to do loads of different color panels and make this thing crazy, making these sorts of videos really makes my wallet want to cry. Or just me, because I know I can't afford it. But anyway, once again, like a lot of these things, they're so awesome. I don't know what I can really talk about. It's just awesome. Now, sticking to the Orky part, we've got the Gigantic Squiggles. I don't know how you say it, but actually what I'll do is, because there's kind of two similar ones here, but they're very different. I'll start with a smaller version first, and that's just your standard Orc Squiggoth. So he's kind of the smaller version, and once again, I love me some orcs, and this is basically like the Orky version of the War Mammoth. I mean, you got an absolutely giant alien rhinoceros thing covered in plates of armor and a giant cannon on top, with some angry green boys wielding the thing. I mean, what is there not to like about this? Yeah, I mean, this one's not totally out of range for me. I mean, it's still pretty pricey and all that, but I mean, if I might put it down for like a Christmas list one year or something like that. But yeah, similar to the tank, and like most things Orky for me, it looks like a lot of fun to build, kit bash, and paint. But most importantly, let's look at the Big Daddy version. Now, this thing definitely won't get in my life, because look at that money. It's almost £300 for this thing. But man, it's probably worth every single penny. I'd be really intimidated to paint something this expensive. I feel like I'd have to do like a masterclass level of painting, which I obviously cannot do. But same kind of things as the first version, just turned up to 100, and that's why I want it. Not much I can say about that apart from, if you have one of these, you're a lucky person, because yeah, that's awesome and you've got some taste. Yeah, I don't actually know how these things play on the tabletop. I've never really looked into it, but who gives a shit, because that thing's awesome. I'm going to be saying awesome a lot in this video. Next up, back to standard Warhammer, well, I should say not Forge World, and that is the Glotkin. Once again, an absolutely giant beast of a model. So many different details and different things you can try and do. Like I said, I actually quite like the Nurgly army for Age of Sigmar, so it's not completely out of the realm that I might start it one day, but probably not. And if I did, I'd definitely get this. But like I said, that's probably not going to happen for me. I've got way too many projects going on. But once again, like a lot of things, I like variety. And this thing will definitely test your painting skills. And also, I feel like building this would be a lot of fun. So many just different details. I mean, like that thing, these little tentacly arm with the skulls coming out, disgusting. That's even more disgusting. The whole thing's disgusting. It's Nurgle after all. This is the most big, nasty of Nurgle. But yeah, let's have a little circly look at this guy. So the great thing is, not only do you get this absolutely giant gross dude with all these like horns and stuff coming out, but you got two equally awesome models riding him. I mean, those two alone are just awesome, and I want to paint them. So you get 3 models for 1 on this one. I think it'll take a long time to paint, but definitely worth the outcome. The Glotkin, definitely top notch right there. Now with this one, I wasn't really sure if I should put this on the list, because I mean, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely awesome, and who wouldn't want this, but it's so obscenely expensive and huge, it almost seems like, yeah, of course you're not going to get this model. But I mean, I just thought that might also be the reason why I have to put on this list, because it is so crazy. So basically you got some little corn dude flying around on a absolutely ginormous dragon. Now this is like the epitome of what a display model is. This is a display model. There's no doubt about it. This is not something you play with. This is somebody that's like a top-notch painter, puts this up in your display cabinet just to stare at. This thing is incredible. Let's just have a look around this thing. All the detail that's in there. I mean, I'm guessing this thing's resin, and I don't know how easy those wings are going to be to put together. Yeah, he's got the skulls coming out of his tail there, which is quite a bit of a theme with GW with their monsters, with the skulls coming out of the flesh. Loads of them then, little skull throne, which is quite fitting. And yeah, it is what it is on the can. It's a giant cornate dragon getting ridden by a corn lord. And nothing more I can say about this apart from what I said before. It's just an awesome giant display thing, and I'd never be able to do it justice, even if it didn't cost £400. Alright, next up, and I actually put this little lady up on Twitter a couple of weeks ago mentioning how much I like this, and this is actually the first model I went to when I thought about making this video, and this is the Throg Hag. And this thing has been on my radar for absolutely years. I don't know why. I have no use for it at all. I'll never do anything with it. I probably wouldn't do it any justice painting it, but I don't know. Don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the fact that it's just so different to everything else in Warhammer. It doesn't really feel like it has a place. The fact that it actually has like big old... But yeah, it's got a... Yeah, the fact that it's got those on display and everything, and yeah, got this giant sack of like corpses and, well, say a net, not a sack. It's got basically a tree as its walking thing. Yeah, I don't know where this would fit in Warhammer. I don't know. There's nothing else like it. Obviously, you do get other like trolley, Trogoth things going on, but this is just so wildly different to anything else, and it's so massive. Yeah, a lot of fun to paint, extremely unique, and I've wanted this model for years, and yeah, don't know why, it's just always been there for me. Now last but certainly not least, this is probably the #1 model I really want to get my hands on, even though it's out of production. I know they actually did a made to order not that long ago of this, but unfortunately I missed that, and that is this bad boy. I believe his name is Throg, and I couldn't find any more decent pictures, but I got this one up. And yeah, I've also, similar to the Throg Hag, this thing has been on my radar for years now. And I don't know why, compared to all these giant monsters and everything I've been showing, this is my #1. It just looks so mean and intimidating, and it's exactly what it is. He just looks so stocky and just gross at the same time. I mean, he's got this mouth coming out of him, and it looks like a lot of fun to paint. I feel like I could get a decent result on this with my kind of like skill level. And everything just seems to work. I don't know what it is. Like his short little legs and his long arms, but he still looks like he'd be really able to mess you up. Yeah, this like hammer is awesome. Everything about this is just top notch, really. I can't say anything bad about it. If I have another opportunity to get my hands on this mod, I definitely will. So yeah, if you know anybody selling this, let me know, or I'll just have to wait till another made to order in about 10 years time or something. But yeah, this is my, like I said, it's not really in any order, but if I had to choose one to buy, this would definitely be at the top of the list. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 absolutely random miniatures that I really want to get my hands on. Let me know in the comments below what your like top 10 or even just one model you'd absolutely love to get your hands on, but you don't really know why. You don't have an army or anything like that. So yeah, leave that below. If you enjoyed the video, like, and maybe check out my channel and subscribe, because I release hobby content every week. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.